Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. To celebrate the release of Dano's new cheesening, this is going to be a grilled cheese
cheesening?
Special. Some of our roll lists will look a little bit different, and there will be melted cheese, 100% guaranteed.
Oh, dude, I'm
Cheesening is a
hungry. You
Parmesan
can't do this
cheese
to
and
me.
Italian herb seasoning that goes great on pizza, pasta, and more.
Oh,
Head to danosseasoning.com to
no.
snag some for yourself. Now buckle up, because it's about to get cheesy. Let's start things off with our bread roll. 1 elephant ear. If you're not familiar, an elephant ear is a fried piece of dough covered in cinnamon and sugar that is commonly available at carnivals and fairs in the...
I feel like this is one of the times you just re-roll it and re-record it and don't tell anybody. That's fried dough, isn't it? You're gonna make a fried dough, leftover fried dough, grilled cheese
in the summertime here in the United States. I was at one such carnival yesterday and could not resist picking one up for the show, so I'm glad I rolled it. Next up, let's roll 2d12 for cheese.
I don't know, but I don't...
3 provolone and 6 Munster. These two cheeses should have complementary flavor.
Dude, if you don't know what Munster cheese is, dude, let me put you on Munster cheese. Munster cheese is fire.
Profiles
doesn't get nearly
and
enough
both melt
respect.
Decently. Nothing particularly funky here, and they're mellow enough that I think the cinnamon and sugar should work. Now we're going to hit it with our Dano's cheesening cantrip. Unfortunately, it may clash with the cinnamon and sugar, but that is the conceit of this special. If it doesn't work, we'll have a couple more chances in following episodes. All right, now let's roll 2d20s for add-ins. 1 marshmallows and 10 dried figs.
I didn't think it could get worse, but it did.
All right, well, we're just going for a full-blown sweet sandwich, apparently, which is honestly the best you could hope for with elephant ears as bread. It's just a little bit awkward when it's a sponsored video with a savory spice mix, but they've seen this show before. They know what's up. All right, and not least or last, here's the D20 sauce roll.
Oh, don't do it.
Nat 20, dealer's choice. All right, well, I think we're so close to a fully dessert sandwich, I'm going to have to go with Nutella. This chocolate...
Nah, the logic is sound. Cheesy date s'mores? Nah, dude, no, that's not even funny. Stop. That's not funny.
The hazelnut spread should go well with 95% of this sandwich. I mean, really, we've got like a fancy s'more grilled cheese.
Jesus.
All right, let's go ahead and get it closed up before we move on to our final roll. Let's roll for how to cook this bad boy. 3.
Boil in bag, microwave, waffle maker, panini press, stovetop, propane.
Waffle maker.
Imagine it was boil in bag.
My waffle maker is not the most ideal waffle maker to use in this scenario, but I
Oh
had to
my
include
god,
it
that thing's gonna
because,
get
look.
destroyed.
All right, we'll butter up our hot waffle maker here. And let's toss on our sandwich.
Oh no.
And we'll close it the best we can because this was not made for this. All right, and a few minutes have gone by, and we've got a nice melted cheese and...
Oh no. What have you done?
recently melted marshmallows. It smells really good. It looks like dessert. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, that's pretty good. That cinnamon comes through quite a bit, actually. There is that stray little bit of Italian herb every once in a while. But no, this is pretty bomb. Like one of those wild fair food concoctions. Well, this is not how I thought the first one of these grilled cheese videos was going to go, but I'll take it. Definitely tasty. I'm going to give this one a 9.6. And I'm going to call it the elephant in the room. I hope you all have a great day. Come back Friday for a regular episode and stay tuned for part 2 of the grilled cheese special.
I actually cannot accept that rating. I refuse. Between the marshmallow, the cheese, the dates, the fried dough.
Good afternoon,
we need something to fix that. We need a palate cleanser. Let's go.
TikTok beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where
I'm not trying it. There's actually nothing you can do to make me try that, and it's never going to happen.
Fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm going to be using these red and blue sharp edge dice that I bought for myself. Thanks, me. Let's get things started with our roll for bread. 6, Italian herb and cheese. I picked up this Italian herb and beer cheese baguette this week at my local grocery store. Fun fact, in high school, I worked at a certain sandwich chain that has a similar type bread, minus the beer. Next up, let's roll for Maine. 3, ham and cheese loaf. This is a new one for me, though it essentially just seems to be bologna with processed cheese embedded within it. Oh, why is it separating like that? This does not get any awards for presentation. I'm sure it will taste pretty innocuous though. This bologna too has a first name, and its name is Mud.
Dude, Oscar Mayer like packaged bologna is already kind of gross. This is just going far. Like like when you get the like shiver up your spine, where like you feel every vertebrae, like not the little one, but like the boom, 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 the whole way up. Yeah, I just.
Eef indeed.
Nah, don't type that exists to the list. No.
Next up, let's roll for cheese. 1, cottage cheese. Will it cottage cheese? I don't know, CIBs, I guess we'll find out.
Oh, hell no, dude. Hell fucking no, dude. Hell fucking no. I actually don't know if I can make it to the end of this.
I'm pretty back and forth on cottage cheese. I like it, but at the same time, I randomly get skeeved out by it. This probably is not going to help.
Oh, no. Oh,
all right, next up, let's roll for roughage. 7 pickled carrots and 10 fiddleheads.
Oh, no.
Well, the fresh fiddleheads have all been eaten, but I have some pickled ones from the same batch. They're earthy and taste similar to asparagus, but have a less fibrous texture. Of all the many pickled vegetables I've tried, carrots might be one of my least favorite, probably due to how sweet they are. They're fine, they're not like gag-inducing or anything, they're just not what I prefer. At least they'll add some crunch to this though. All right, let's hit it with some chaos. 11, green goddess. Other than the bread, this is probably the least chaotic thing I've put on this sandwich so far. This is an herb and spice blend from Trader Joe's that is set up well to pair with vegetables. Okay. Too little, too late there, Fate. All right, last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 17, bachans with yuzu. I have been waiting so long to roll one of these Japanese barbecue sauces, and of course I roll it on this train wreck of a sandwich. Let's get our sandwich closed up here, get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's go ahead and get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross-section. Aesthetic. I feel like ever since I drank that glass of ketchup, these sandwiches have either been really good or incredibly weird. Let's taste this one. Well, I can tell you one thing. This is not a delight to eat.
Doesn't look good.
I typically don't use words like mouthfeel in these videos, but this one has bad mouthfeel. The taste is fine. It's not good, but it's also not the worst. I think for this one, a 4 seems appropriate, and I'm going to call it beer and loafing in my kitchen. Thanks for joining me for another week of Roll for Sandwich. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.
Oh, God, dude. Oh, God. You know what it probably was? It was probably the little bits of cheese that were in the meat. Oh.
Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm going to be using these dice that remind me of Superman ice cream that I bought for myself. Thanks, me. Let's get things started here with our roll for bread. 5, sourdough.
I'm a big sourdough
gets its
enjoyer.
name from the fact that it is made from fermented dough, which gives it its unique taste and helps it to rise. Next up, let's roll for Maine.
Big sourdough enjoyer.
8, roast beef. So getting roast beef sent me on an ADHD rabbit hole today.
You know, I used to like roast beef a lot ever since the incident.
Nursery rhyme of the little piggies, one of which gets roast beef and one of which has none. And turns out it was much darker than I was expecting it to be. Next up, let's roll for cheese. 3, Munster. Munster is one of my go-to sandwich cheeses. It's always been a favorite of mine, even when I was a little kid. So we're on a pretty good track today so far. All right, next up, let's roll roughage. 2 cucumbers and 4 red onion. All right, cucumbers.
Not a big onion guy, but not bad.
Sandwich staple. Pretty sure
this
holds the top spot for most rolled vegetable on this show. I mean, it definitely does if you include pickles. Why do we call pickled cucumbers pickles and not other pickled things pickles? You can pickle onions. Why don't we call pickled onions pickles? Anyway, solid sandwich so far. All right, next up, let's roll wild magic. 3, popping boba. All right, let's get our strawberry pop on here. If you're unfamiliar, these are little balls of juice encased in seaweed extract, which is pretty flavorless. They're usually used as a drink additive for Korean iced fruit teas, as opposed to the tapioca pearls normally found in milk teas. I have already popped one. Don't know if they're all gonna make it to the tasting stage. All right, last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. Nat 20, woo baby. This may seem out of left field, but I'm gonna go with this Herdaz guacamole salsa. If I went with something safe like mayo, I think it would just taste like strawberry. This will add a little bit of spice and some savoriness from the avocado.
Okay.
And I think the little tartness from the strawberry will complement it rather than fight it. All right, let's go and very gingerly get our sandwich put together here. Trying not to pop our boba.
Okay.
Gently insert our toothpicks to hold the sandwich together. And let's go ahead and get it cut in half. I sped this clip up because I was trying to be very gentle. And let's go ahead and take a look at that cross section.
Ooh.
All right. All right, this is a pretty typical roast beef if you don't count the popping boba. Maybe it will be an improvement. We'll find out. Let's give it a taste.
So messy.
Well, I can tell you one thing, it's wet. I think only one
Ew.
survived unpopped before the bite. All in all, the taste isn't too bad. Every once in a while, I get a lot of that strawberry in one bite, and it switches to kind of tasting like
Wet
a random
sandwiches,
peanut butter and jelly.
ew.
But for the most part, it's a decently balanced roast beef. I'm not going to run around telling everyone to put popping boba on their sandwiches, though. This one gets a 7.3 from me today, and of course, I've got to call this one
that's fair.
the magnitude. If you celebrated, I hope you had a great Father's Day yesterday. I'll see you on Wednesday.
That's fair. It was looking pretty good until we got to the strawberries, so, you know.
Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. To celebrate the release of Dano's new cheese,
it's another grilled cheese episode.
Grilled cheese special. Some of our roll lists will look a little bit different, and there will be melted cheese, 100% guaranteed. Cheesening is a Parmesan cheese and Italian herb seasoning that goes great on pizza, pasta, and more. Head to danosseasoning.com to snag some for yourself. Now buckle up because it's about to get
With your
cheesy.
monstrosities, help.
Let's kick it off with our roll for bread. 5, sourdough. Nice. Sourdough is a perfect bread for a grilled cheese. It holds up really well to the grilling process. All right, let's roll 2d12 for cheese.
Drag us all to the underworld.
6 Munster and 12 espresso lavender.
What?
Munster's a good choice here. It's creamy and it melts well.
What's
Should give us a good
espresso
base for our
lavender?
sandwich. This espresso lavender rubbed cheese will be an interesting addition. It's an aged cheddar and the notes of coffee definitely come through. It's not overwhelming though. All right, let's roll 2d20 for add-ins.
Okay.
4 apples and nat 20 more cheese. All right, so let's bring our cheese list back in and roll another d12 for our third cheese. 10 butterkäse. All right, so for our apples, we have these slices of Granny Smith. Give us a little bit of tartness along with our little bit of sweet. Now we're gonna use our cheesening cantrip. Pull this in a little bit more of a savory direction. Now for our cheese, this cheese is good because you've already paid taxes on it. Butterkäse is very creamy. I mean, it literally translates to butter cheese. Melts really well, so this should be good. Neither last nor least today is our D20 sauce roll.
The cheese,
7,
I mean.
Carolina
the cheese.
Gold barbecue sauce. This Carolina-style barbecue sauce is mustard-based, so you've got both acidic elements and sweet elements, which I think will
Dude,
thread
does
the
Trader
needle here
Joe's have the
nicely.
hookup with
All
all
right,
the good
and finally,
sauces?
let's roll for our cooking style. 5 stovetop. All right, let's get our sandwich closed up here. And we're gonna start by buttering the outside of the bread. Get it in our pan here. And then we'll butter the other side. I always add a little water to my pan to help melt the cheese. And then let's get a lid on it. Let that steam do its work. After a little bit, it's time to flip it over. Add a little bit more water and recover. And here we have our finished product. Let's take a look at that cheese pull. We got a little bit.
Not bad. That's all the Munster
Looks
cheese,
good to
I'm pretty
me.
sure, though.
I am excited about this one. Definitely best case scenario for several rolls. Let's taste it. What can I even say about this? It's amazing. I mean, did you have any doubt? This is what a grilled cheese special is all about. Definite redemption after last week. This was absolutely, unequivocally, 100% a 10 out of 10. And I'm going to call this one the cheese blessing. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good day, and I'll see you on Friday.
That was actually a really good looking sandwich. I won't lie. I'll give it that. That was probably one of the best looking ones in my opinion.
Good afternoon,
of this
D&D.
whole series.